Welcome to the Player Supreme Show at ZenMac.com. I am your host, Player Supreme. Welcome to the show. I've got an email on my Gmail account that I want to share with you fellas. A fellow's writing to me, would like to thank you for your podcast. I am a new listener and have only been listening to it for only a couple of days, but it has already helped me discover my mistakes with women. It was like you were talking to my soul when I was listening to your podcast, and I wished I would have discovered your podcast earlier before I blew it with a hot girl named Courtney in my biology class last spring semester. All the signs were there that she was feeling me, that you were talking about in your podcast, but the biggest mistake I made is that I did not make the conversations go anywhere to create more attraction. Get her name directly, and I did not get her number. And that's a bad mistake, fellas. Your only reason for talking to her is at least to get some contact information. He goes on to say, in fact, I was an idiot and turned her off by expressing my true feelings about her via email. Oh. Fellas, don't tell a girl how you feel, that you've been crushing on her for a while, please. That makes you look like a fucking chump. Let's go on here. He said, the last time I was reading this, in fact, I was an idiot, turned her off by expressing my true feelings about her via email. Then I was trying too hard to hook up with her or make her my girlfriend, to the point that I even wrote her a handwritten letter apologizing for the emails and trying to make up for it by asking for a date to grab coffee or lunch so I can get to know her better. Ooh. I even put my number for her to call me to let me know what's up. She never replied to my emails and has not called me since. So I was basically a fool for putting the whole thing in her hands. I was rushing things too much and did not really know this girl, nor did she know me. All I knew about her was that she played volleyball and was hot. Once again, a brother got hooked up on how hot a girl is. Fellas, in my game, she's got to bring more to the table than just her looks. You guys get hung up on how hot she is, you guys play yourselves. You guys are chumps and suckers. You know, hot's just the first thing. She got to come to the table with way more than that. He continues with, I did not know her on a deeper level. What was so bad about this whole situation is that I felt like I was chasing her and she was the prize, to the point I came off as a stalker, which is very unattractive to her or any woman. Very true. In today's day and age, women are afraid. If you're a creepy, nerdy kind of guy and you're just crushing on a girl, she'll call you a stalker in 5 seconds flat. But if you're Brad Pitt, she'll fall all over you. It's not fair, but fuck it, it's life. He goes on to say, I was so hooked on this chick that I would talk to her, and for some odd reason, I would seem nervous. I was so hooked on her that when I talked to my family, friends, members, or people I know on the phone or in person, she'd always come up in my conversation. I would always ask for advice on how to hook up with this girl or my issues with this chick. My friends would tell me to get over her and move on. I was desperate to hook up with her before the spring semester ended because I thought I would never see her again, and this was my last semester or last chance to seal the deal. So basically our brother here sold his balls down the drain just for a possible hookup. Not pimping, brothers. He goes, I discovered she has a Facebook and MySpace, so every time I now contemplate getting one because that's the only way I can communicate with her now. Ooh, he's turned into a stalker. But that would make me seem even more desperate and tell her that I am not over her. I came off as a nice guy trying too hard. I think it's too late. No, it is way past too late. It's to the point where she would call the cops. So if you're the brother that wrote me this email, you're in the realm of stalking. You're actually passed into that realm. You're totally focused on this one girl, and that's all you can think about. You're becoming psychotic about it. And guys like that are scary. You don't want to go into that realm. Those kind of guys that will do something really stupid to get people hurt. You don't want to go down that path, ever. He finished up with, this is the problem for me. I have had girls who have had crushes on me or seem like they are feeling me, but I always screwed it up, not being able to take it to the next level. And that's the problem with a lot of young guys, is that you don't have the balls to escalate. It's the guys that have the balls to escalate that get laid in high school. And I was like that myself. I didn't know how to get a girl in bed. I had no idea what to say or do or any of that stuff. And what it takes is a pair of balls to be able to push the issue. And a lot of times we're afraid of being rejected. And you got to overcome that fear of being rejected to push the issue, to lead her into the bedroom. Most women, or I should say a lot of women, they want to have sex, but they want you to lead them to the bedroom so that they don't seem like a slut. Does that make sense? Think of girls now. Girls don't want to look like sluts to you. The good girls don't. Freaks, okay, they're a different type of woman. But the good girls out there, they are looking for relationships. They want a relationship with a man. They want to feel emotionally connected to you. And they don't want you to think of them as being cheap. Would you like it if a woman thought of you as a loser? How'd that make you feel? Women are the same way. You know, they are human beings, believe it or not. I know some of you guys think women are just stupid, they don't have minds. Unfortunately, you're dumb. You're the dummies who are stupid. Women are very intelligent, and they're very emotionally centered. So, when you try to force her into liking you, you creep them out, like this fellow did. Nobody wants to be a creep. I was like that myself. I would get crushes on girls in high school and stare at them longingly. Every time they walked by, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk to them. I could talk to the other girls, but the girls I had a crush on, some of you guys may experience this, you get the shaky voice, you don't know what to say, it's like your brain freezes up. You don't even become the same person anymore. Thank God I grew out of that. And it's time for you to grow out of it, fella. You're a man. You should never put one woman on a pedestal like that, ever. No woman deserves that until you're ready to settle down. And when you say ready to settle down, find the perfect woman for you. Don't just settle for a hot face. It's more than a face here. As they used to tell me when I was in high school, because I was hung up on hot faces too. Come a little closer. You can't fuck a face. Think about it. You can't fuck the face. So all a face is just how she looks. And it's only skin deep. It took me a long time to get that in my fat head. Because I was like a lot of you guys, I was young, and I just wanted a beautiful girl. Back then, in the African American community, the girls who were black and Latina were hot. We had a girl called Vanity that was out. She was real hot. You might remember her from the Prince genre. So we were looking for the red bone sisters, the light-skinned ones with the long hair and a certain kind of swarthy look to them, but not pure black. And that's all I wanted, was that particular image right there. And every girl that looked like that, I would start crushing on her. And I even had a couple of white girls that I crushed on too. But when you put a woman on a pedestal like that, you lose your power, you lose your game. They don't like that. Why would they want you if they've already conquered you? Okay, some of you guys are gamers. When a game becomes too easy for you, don't you get bored with it? Think about it like that. When you've conquered, I don't know what your games are, Warcraft, whatever the fuck that shit is, when you conquer that and every game you just blast away, don't you get bored? Women are the same way, as I said. If you're too easy, you're not a challenge. Period. You got to come to the table with more on your plate, or more